So here she is right now. That's her before. When I'm voguing around the face, I'm moving the hair around and I'm looking, okay, where do I want that be? How am I going to open through there? And I'm just looking at that shape, and I start to play. And I come in here and I look at, does the lift look good? I come in here and what happens if I lift through there? So I'm always looking to see into my mirror. My mirror is my tool, and I want to make sure that I'm balancing for there. So I'm going to now just literally run my fingers through the hair, and I'm going to take her into a little tiny chignon. And so I'm going to take this first section here, which the hair was blow dried. It was also a curling iron was put in. And I'm going to just take this here and just with my fingers, just come through. I'm also just going to come through with the tail of this comb just to catch anything else, and just gather as much hair as I can from the front into the back. I also put some oil into the hair as well. So there I have that. So before I actually pin it up, I got to look at my front and look at how that's living. I want it to be very sort of natural. I don't want a bouffant. So I'm just going to come through there, and now I'm going to just simply make sure that I'm living beneath the occipital bone. That's important. And I'm going to take an elastic band and tie this right here. So this is very layered, this hairstyle. I'm just going to take this, and as tedious and as boring as this is, but it works, right? I'm just going to flip this through. There we go. Really attractive, right? Got to sit right underneath the occipital bone. So we do this opening, and I'm sorry to be tedious. Like, how many times have you seen someone pinch a hairstyle? That's also kind of boring, but it works. So we play with what works, but we just gently pull it apart. If you don't have long nails, that's a reason to grow them, right? Yeah.
But pinching and pulling is an art too, you know? I mean, truly, because you can be really heavy-handed and just create more of a mess.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a very valid point. So, okay, so that's where we are there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I come back, and I have to make sure that I've got, now, I remember what I said, the haircut's king. This is a very sweet little haircut. So I'm going to now take this, and I'm going to take my Topsy doodah thing, and I'm going to just thread this through. These are so useful to have for problem solving. And when you get old like me, you know, when you're going to sew anything, when you're old, you need an eye as large as this. All right, so gently pull that through. And so the biggest worry here is that it may come out. So I have my hairpins all sorted out with my little, where are they? Oh, that's too big. I'm going to use a little Japanese pin, and I'm going to sew in here. So I'm going to lift this a little tiny bit and then just sew it to the scalp and down, to the scalp and down and through, and then just arrange that. So then I'm going to come through here and just, again, take another piece. Actually, as you do the same on the other side. Let's balance. Let's go left and right. All right, so now come through here, release some pieces. Okay, I should do this in 5 minutes, Sarah.
Okay.
So when the clock strikes 12.
Okay. I'll say ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding. So Sarah, share more with our friends, because, you know, you are a graduate from the program, and you've had some amazing experiences that have happened to you, and you've worked hard for it. Like, let me just emphasize, Sarah didn't just come for the easy ride, and she didn't come with any excuses like, oh, you know, the dog ate my homework.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go for it, Sarah.
Okay, so, well, I'm not afraid of doing hard things. I know that I can do hard. I can do, you know, I do have fear, just like everybody else does. Like, I'm a little scared that I'm going to fail. I'm a little scared I might look bad or whatever. But you know, when you show up, that's the first step, showing up for yourself. Because if you don't show up for yourself, nobody else will. And if you really want something for your life, you have to get it. And so I just started showing up. And even though I felt like, well, maybe I'm not as good as this person or that person, or feeling intimidating, even, you know, feeling intimidated, I like the courage is the first step, you know, like having the courage to do something you're afraid of, and then trusting the process. And you are a very caring, kind person. And so to learn from you is very, very easy if you're open to it. So I would say, you know, if somebody was wanting to level up on their skills and increase the money that they're making, change the level of happiness in their life, it has to start with doing something different than what you're doing today. And like you said, investing in yourself.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that we show up regularly, to me, it's the first. Okay, I've been doing hair a long time, and I've never did a training the way that I'm doing them right now, ever. I've only been doing this for the last 2 years, and I've never ever seen such transformations as I see with this, because the shift in people's behavior, in technique, in skill, in creativity, in training their eye, happens with baby steps. Mm-hmm. And because I only ask people to make a 1% improvement in every class, and we show up and we show up and we show up, they're baby steps that you can apply to your clients in the salon. Mm-hmm. So it's not like going to even my workshops. I do live workshops here, which is a lot of fun. It's wonderful. There's only so much you can do in 2 days. Mm-hmm. If you're looking to do a transformation, you can't go to any gym and say, right, you know, I'm a big buxom wench. I'm going to come to you for 2 days, and I want to look like a Victoria's Secrets model. It ain't gonna happen. Are you kidding yourself? Right? It's gonna take years of showing up and showing up and don't you dare move. Oh, of showing up and showing up and showing up. So it's the same here. It's the showing up and the. I don't know why I did that.
You're making a very good point.
Why did I just do that? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm just gonna get rid of it, right? I didn't know what to do with it. So here it's like stuffing a turkey. There we go. That was the hardest part. So I got rid of it, right? So what we now have to do is we have to make sure that this shape, what the heck is that? Looks okay from one angle, but not the other. Right. What we have to do now is just make sure everything balances. I like to work with triangles. It's a little high here because I put a hairpin, I put the band in. But we've taken an asymmetric layered haircut, and we have transformed her into a very nice little chignon. And I'm just going to bring that down a bit because you can. Mm-hmm. And then with 1 can of hairspray, she's good to go, right? And don't dilly-dally.
See, that's where I would get in trouble with fussing with it too much.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Yeah, you say to her, don't let the door hit you on the way out, love. There we go. All right, so I don't know why I put that band in, but I think it was because it was being problematic. So we're not going over the art of pinning tonight, but there's a circling pinning. Well, it's not that when I say going over the art of pinning, I spend an entire class, a long time going over pinning. There's such an art to it. Sewing, harvesting, all of these things are very, very important. So, you know, you're just seeing me do very quickly. Did I hit my time zone?
Yes. So you're right there.
All right, so now she's got her nice little look, right? So anything that you want to just sort of have dingle dangle, let it dingle and let it dangle. Anything that you don't want, you can just sew like I just did with that pin. A little bit of hairspray.
Five minutes, that's good. Actually, it was 6 minutes.
6 minutes, all right. All right. All right, so there she goes, right?
Very cute.
Very sweet. So that's to show you, like that, guys. So there's our lovely lady. So there we go. Have a little spin so you can see her. That's our lady with short hair, giving her a nice little chignon. I don't know what that is. That's it. That's good enough. Right. Okay. Next.